In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to connect to an online hosted database using a PHP script. And we're going to show the contents of a table so that we can see how that can be displayed. We should already have an online database created and a table in there. We have a table called VCL vehicle, and it has a few records inside here. So what we're going to do is learn how to connect up as PHP script and display this data. You will need to have a connection script created. I have a fake script here, database connection fake.php. It shows the general structure of that script. So we need to set up our credentials. We create a database connection called con that uses OOP principles to create a PHP object, and we check whether that connection has properly linked up to the database and been allowed to log in. If it has, then we've connected successfully. If it hasn't, we use the die command to stop and we explain what went wrong. In general production sites, you wouldn't want to have PHP error switched on here that shows everything that's happening, and you wouldn't want to echo errors to the command line and show them to potential hackers. But while we're developing this, it'll be useful to see anything that's possibly going wrong. So we now need to create a new script. I'm going to go here to PHP, and I'm going to just strip out some irrelevant bits here, and I'm going to give this a title of display vehicles. So we could obviously replace all this with PHP, but I'm just going to add a snippet of PHP into the actual body section. So I'm going to put question mark PHP, come down, close the question mark, and this will be a block in the body that's going to be used to display some information. The first thing I have to do is make sure that I've got a connection to that database. So I'm going to use the include command, and I need to make sure this is going to be in the same location as my database connection. So I'm going to save this immediately as file, save as, and I'm going to call it display underscore vehicles.php. It's going into the same folder here as something called connect.php, which is what I'll use. So I'm going to save that in there. And so I'm going to include connect.php, which is a script in the same folder. I could use // to indicate that it's in the same folder and it's a relative path, but it should be able to link into that connection script. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to try and get some results back from the database. So I'm going to say $results equals, and I take that object, the con object, and I get it to perform a query. So this is one of the methods of that connection object. And the query I'm going to have is select star from, and I've got to get the exact correct name for the table, VCL underscore vehicle. And then my criteria for that will be where true. So every single record should come out, therefore, because 1 is always true. So that's my results. How do I get to show them then? Well, what I have to do is I have to set a loop up to go through them one record at a time. So I'm going to say while, and we're then going to say $row, or record we could say, but $row as $results method fetch array. So it's going to fetch the results as an array. It's going to do it one row at a time, and we're going to put a while loop in there to actually pull them apart. And then in here, I'm going to say var dump. Var dump will just give me the contents of an array. So var dump $row, and then maybe just echo a break br tag so that I can do it one row at a time. Okay, so I'm going to save this file. I'm going to upload this display vehicles to the appropriate folder, which is this one here. And when it's uploaded, I should then be able to test in my browser. So I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to go for so I'm looking for display vehicles. Click on that, and I've got an error. So I can see that on line 15 I said while row as results fetch. That's me confusing C#, so I should have said row equals results fetch array there. So I'm going to save that, kick it back up again, display vehicles, load it up, and then I'm going to refresh my page here, and you can see that it has dumped out record 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 onto the page like so. So we can see that we're getting data out of that particular database. Okay, that's fine. It's a little bit ugly. Is there anything we could do about that? Well, we might, instead of using var dump, we might change that to print_r, which is to print an array. And if I save that and then kick that up to the site, and then go and have a look at what that looks like, it's maybe a little bit neater looking, but yeah, we can probably still do a lot better than that. We can see the names of the different fields: vehicle ID, name, num wheels, can fly. So what we should really do is to use an associative array to bring back some useful results, and then wrap them up inside some HTML that makes them look prettier. So I'm going to just add some additional code here to show the same results again, but in a better format. So I'm going to copy this code, paste it again, and this time, instead of just print row here, I'm going to start off and I'm going to say echo, and then I'm going to put together a table. So I've opened a table there, and I need to open a table row. And then I'm going to put a table heading, a th, and we know that the first thing that comes out is the ID, so I'm going to put in there vehicle ID. And I'm going to close that th heading. Then I want another heading, and the next heading is going to be another th, and that's going to have name. And I'm going to close that th tag, then I'm going to open another one, and I'm going to put in here another th, which is going to be number of wheels, and close the th, and then finally another th, and then I'm going to put ability to fly. and close the th. I also need to close the table row. So /tr. And now what I want to do is to wrap up the information for each row inside something that is a little bit more attractive. So instead of just printing each row, I'm going to say echo, and I want to open a table cell, and I want to join onto it the $row, and then in square brackets, I'm using an associative array here, I'm going to put in the name of the field. And the name of the field was vehicle ID. And that is a string that represents that field name, so it has to be inside quotes. Then I'm going to close that particular cell. So angle bracket /td. Then I'm going to open the next cell, td, and then I'm going to stitch in the next bit of information. So I'm always adding in $row, square brackets to make it an associative array, single quotes to make it a string, and then the name of a field that has to match exactly. And it was just called name, I believe. So I'm going to continue to add in the rest of these. I'm going to just pause my timer just now so that I can fit all this into the video. Okay, so I've added my other fields here. I just copied and pasted a little bit of the code here. You can see that each time I close a cell, I then open the next one. So at the end of this, I have to stitch on a final /td to close the last cell, and also a /tr to close the table row. And that makes me realize that I didn't actually open the table row. So really here, for every single row, I need to have a tr to open. So a tr and a /tr, and in between those, a cell for each piece of information. After I'm finished, I've got a row of headings, a row for each record that was returned. So the last thing I have to do is to echo /table to close the table tag that I opened here. So hopefully that's all good. I'm then going to save this and kick it up to the server. Seems to be taking its time. There we go. And then I'm going to switch back to this page here, refresh the page, and I've got an unexpected token on line 27. So I've probably just not stitched things together properly. I'm going to come back to my code, have a look at line 27. It is indeed this block here. So I'm opening a tr, a td, I'm putting in some information, I'm closing a td, opening a td, putting in some information, closing a td, opening a td, putting in some information, closing a td, opening a td, putting in some information, closing a td, closing a tr. So I'm not quite sure exactly where that's... Oh yeah. So it's actually line 24 is the problem. I forgot to close my speech mark and put a semicolon on the end there. So quick save. Flip that back up to the server. And then you can see that we have a nicely created table here. We've got a warning about a key called numWheels. So I'm just going to fix that. And you can see I've used camel case numWheels here, but I actually think I saved it as lowercase. So save that. And if I refresh that page, you see the error's gone and we have our displayed data. We could fix it with some CSS